What is happening, folks? Welcome to a mid-season report on creating legacy with Manchester United. If you're excited for this episode, hit the like button down below and subscribe if you're new as well. Down below, if you have a channels down below as well, get involved in that if you feel exploring my FIFA content. Okay, so we've had a rough period in the last few games, but we're still not in a bad position overall. There's issues to address, and we're going to go through where we are right now. It gives me time to look at things yourself, gives me a break for you guys to maybe give you ideas as well. So if you don't really see any spoilers, then I advise you to watch a few of these episodes, then come back to this one. Good news is this series is every day, so it's not like daily uploads. So if you miss out, if you're a bit behind the episodes, you got time to catch up because I record ahead of time, but I don't release that quickly. So they're pleased with what I'm doing overall, which is good. We've got training facilities improvement going on, and youth facilities as well, and also expanding the stadium as well. So that's good to see. That's been going on. We've got a bit of money in the budget. We're still altering that slightly just so we can get the deal done that we're working on right now, which again I'll show you in a second. They want us to challenge the title next season. I think that's a bit of a, again, depends on how well we do in the market and if we can find a reason why this team ain't quite clicking yet. So in terms of the season as it stands right now, so we are outside the top four, but win our game in hand and we go above Leicester because the goal difference is superior. So we just hit bad run of form at the moment. Once we get our form back, we'll be fine. I can't see Tottenham, Brighton and Leicester maintain it. I think we will get top four this year. I'm very confident because we've got two really good players. Just right now we've got lack of quality in attacking areas because of injuries and suspensions and fitness. Once we add a few players, maybe one or two players in the window, trying to move some players on as well, we'll be fine. The squad is bare. There was limited options I had. I want to give young players a chance. Sure, Thierry is not going to make it, but we'll be fine. We've competed against Chelsea, we competed against Man City, Liverpool. We had 10 men and no attack, beating Tottenham as well in league. So, you know what I mean? We are capable of doing it. It's just when we lose a couple of players, we struggle off the bench, especially in the wide right position, which I'm working on, of course, as you saw last episode. Champions League won our group, and we've got Benfica in the first knockout round, which is great. We will be fine with them, I think. That'll be an interesting game to see Darwin Núñez, how he performs against us, of course. Third round FA Cup, we've got Cardiff City. That was a good opportunity to rotate some players, and of course, we will be doing that. And in the Carabao Cup, we've got Fulham in the semi-final first leg. So that is an interesting tie. It's probably going to be Man City in the final, I'd imagine. Though Leeds United could cause a problem, but I would fancy it to be Man City. Interesting thing about league tables, I want to point this out. Look at Newcastle United. All the money Newcastle United have got, and look where they are. They're at the bottom of the table. They're starting manager, so I knew they were near the bottom, but they actually are in the bottom three. I didn't look that far down. I was looking more up here. So interesting to see what happens there. Is there actually any players at Newcastle United we can actually go and nick? I'm just thinking maybe St. Maximum. He's got a lot of pace, but a lot of money though, and it'd be nine impossible to get him out of there, I think. I was thinking about anybody else we could maybe go and I mean, Bruno Guimaraes would be decent, but I don't think it's really worth us going for him, to be honest. But just you keep an eye on those kind of things, is maybe nick a few decent players here and there. But yeah, Newcastle United, interesting now, they're very low down at the moment. So in terms of the scouting, as you can see, we are working on a deal for Asensio. The contract's been agreed. We're just waiting for him to say yes. I don't know if he's playing much we did this season. Well, yeah, he's got 4 goals, 4 assists, but it's just an option. It's just an option we have to play anywhere across the front three. I'm still not going to change formation to a 4-2-3-1. I never success with it. However, he would be good in the cam position doing long shots, but I don't know. We can maybe look at that maybe in next season. I've got a tactic set for that. Basically, with this, what I would do is I just do this essentially. I just do that. And have a ball midfielder in there, a deep line playmaker with Vitinha, 2 attacking mids and wingers, an attacker. That's essentially what it would be. It might work. I don't know. We could try it. It would fix out a lot of problems, maybe, but I'm worried about the high line with get Varane in there, to be honest with you. So yeah, we strengthened the fullback right back is the right hand side needs strengthening essentially. Langer's doing a good job. I can't fault Langer. 5 goals, 7 assists. He's been brilliant. He's just lively. But I think he's not going to quite make it, but he's doing a job right now, and we'll keep him around for now. The low is just not good enough. Neither fullbacks are good enough for what I want them to be able to do. The crossing and the attacking abilities are very limited, and Ramsdale is just not going to get played. So interested in him from Bayern Munich, Real Madrid. I will sell him and maybe somebody in for a decent amount of money if I can, but we'll have to wait and see. Harry Maguire is probably going to leave the club as well. Just don't like him on FM, need more pace. So those potential deals being done will open up some more funds for us to invest in the squad accordingly. The right hand side being a priority, Sancho fixing that issue, hopefully, and then it's all about what we do with the players out on loan. I just want to see about Donny van der Beek, because yeah, it's advanced playmaker he plays. So I don't. Is he gonna? Could he play a deep line playmaker role? He could do. Because I'm thinking about if we go to a 4-2-3-1, having him and Vitinha rotating there, and get rid of Matic and basically Donny van der Beek, and then we could do that. We could see how it goes. I like 4-2-3-1. It's my favourite formation. Just I don't know if it's gonna work. And also, it would be a good idea to do that because we've got Arsene Zakarian, who could be a good backup attacking midfielder. So I'm leaning towards doing that, but maybe having it set so in a big game where we're maybe not destined to be dominant, we can just switch to this and have a bit more security in the back line. So that's why I always like having multifunctional players. So essentially could play that role, couldn't he? Van der Beek could play a different role. There's options and ways to move things around. So that's maybe what we need to do. Not stick to one formation all the time, just to kind of rotate. Obviously, I prefer 4-2-3-1, but I know we can play this formation. But I think getting Bruno out of the pitch and just having different options to be able to play will be handy. So that's something we're going to look at. Dominguez has been a good signing. I like him. He's not Mr. Amazing. We didn't pay much money for him, to be fair. £19 million, just a good box-to-box. We'll probably upgrade him at some point. But he's a good box-to-box midfielder. He's not terrible. He's only got one red card, which is surprising, given he's got wide players open, dives and tackles, that kind of thing. So, yeah, that's good to see. The top goal scorer this season, no shocker, is Ronaldo with 17. He's scoring the goals. Can't fault him at all. Right behind Marcus Rashford with 12 in 20. He's gone off a little bit recently. The off-season training's been upgraded. I'm going to look at that to try and get the team training sorted out. Cavani has not been playing that much. I would probably move him on in the window if I could. It depends on what I buy and who's available, because he's not quick enough for me. And when he just plays, he's not really clinical enough for what I want. I know he's got 8 goals, but he's come off bench and missed some good sitters, and he's just he's not mobile enough for me overall. And then you're looking at Alanga's got 5 and Bruno's got 4. So we need to just look at these kind of things and assess as we go along. In terms of what I've been doing in the assignments, we've got a lot of players being scouted. I mean, there's not many have come through that look amazing right now, but we are working on it. We're looking for players. Anyone who's like A or B plus, I'm looking at getting in. For example, say Bastoni here, a centre back, which I think would be a great option for us, but the fee's just too much. I'm not paying that. So yeah, we're looking round. This Junior would be a great signing for us. I'd love to get him in, but again, it's about money. Right now, I'm a bit wary about paying that much money for a player they're not overly sold about. And again, you've got some good players here, Valverde, Fati, the usual guys, but we've got a system set up in place to keep that going. And yeah, Italy as well, they've got Lautaro Martinez. I'm really tempted to go do this deal. I really, really am. I think he'd be absolutely brilliant. He's not a bad range. He can play pressing forward, bit forward, advance forward, deep line forward, we can play all those roles. Definitely something I'm considering doing, but again, more likely to be a summer signing than when we do now. In terms of the youth intake issue, we were here last episode. We've got a golden generation apparently. I'll update you on that as it comes across. Strikers apparently is a key one. Like I said last episode, I'm looking at Martinez. But if I get a good striker in this, that will dictate what my approach is going to be. But we need to address the right hand side. The wingers are not there, not quite good enough. We do have players out on loan, of course, as well. We've got Diallo, who I'm probably going to end up selling. I don't think he's going to be good enough. I don't think he's going to develop enough. He's got goals in Scotland. But if we do go to a primarily a 4-2-3-1, then Amber Diallo could be a right-hand side option. So these are all kind of things we need to think about. Because essentially, if you do a 4-2-3-1, what you would do is, like I said, this, when it lets me. And then you'd have Bruno in there with Sancho rotating in there with him. Sancho and Diallo on that side, Langa and Rashford on that side. So, again, depends which formation I want to stick with. Garnacho is not really going to make it, I don't think. But we'll give him time. Plestre is getting sold. That's a nailed-on certainty. He's getting sold. And then there's like Axel Jones-Ebe. Van der Beek, maybe get sold. Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. So, in terms of the season overall, I'm quite happy with what we're doing. If you said to me at the start of the year, say we'll basically be signed in the summer and the squad we had available, that would be top 4, which we would be when we not win there, I'd be fine with it. It's just the last couple of games, Leicester and Palace, we should have won them. And if we win those 2 games, different story. Liverpool game, I disregard that one. We had no attacking players on the pitch that were good enough to beat Liverpool, and we had a man sent off after 64. And 3 of the goals were scored after got a man sent off. So there we go. With a combination of 10 men and no attackers that were senior, it made sense. That was going to be a problem. So we're going to come back for the Brentford and Man City games. Like I said, then we're going to do Fulham and Fulham together. I'll update you on transfer window as it goes along. Hopefully we'll get some good business done, and then we'll hopefully turn this form around and get close to the title, if not winning it. If we win the game in hand, we were 7 points behind Liverpool, who are top at the moment. Obviously, the Man City have got a game in hand as well, but we'll be close-ish to them. So if you have enjoyed the episode, I hope you have. Hit the like button down below. We're back in a couple of days' time for another episode, and hopefully we can turn this around. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.